June 6, 1944, a date forever seared into the annals of human history. Dawn broke over Normandy, France, revealing a sight that would forever alter the course of World War II. The fate of the free world hung precariously in the balance. Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious invasion ever conceived, was underway. The beaches of Normandy, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno and Sword, became arenas of unimaginable ferocity. For the Allied soldiers, this was their crucible, their test of courage against the Nazi war machine. The outcome of the war, the fate of millions, rested upon their shoulders. The air crackled with tension. The thunderous roar of naval bombardments reverberated across the English Channel. This was the culmination of years of planning, of hopes and prayers, of sacrifices both great and small. It was the day the tide turned against Nazi tyranny. It was D-Day. Across the English Channel, the Nazi regime had erected a formidable line of defense, the Atlantic Wall. Stretching along the coastline of occupied Europe, it stood as a menacing symbol of Nazi dominance. This was no mere line in the sand. Hitler's forces, under the iron fist of Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, had transformed the French coastline into a fortress. Concrete bunkers, bristling with artillery, dotted the beaches. Mines and obstacles littered the surf, waiting to ensnare landing craft. The Atlantic Wall was a testament to Nazi arrogance. It was meant to be impenetrable. For the Allies, the Atlantic Wall represented a daunting obstacle, a tangible manifestation of the Nazi war machine's might. Breaching this seemingly impregnable barrier would require not only superior firepower and strategy, but also unwavering resolve. The fate of Europe, perhaps the world, rested on their ability to overcome this monumental challenge. The genesis of Operation Overlord, the codename for the D-Day landings, can be traced back to the darkest days of the war. With Europe under the Nazi heel, Allied leaders recognized the need for a decisive blow against Hitler's Germany. The liberation of Europe hinged on a successful invasion across the English Channel. The planning for D-Day was a monumental undertaking, a testament to international cooperation and military ingenuity. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Supreme Allied Commander, oversaw a massive logistical and strategic effort. Every detail, from troop deployments to weather patterns, was meticulously scrutinized. The success of the invasion would depend on a complex interplay of factors: air superiority, naval power, and the bravery of the soldiers who would storm the beaches. The stakes could not have been higher. Failure was not an option. As the sun dipped below the horizon on June 5, 1944, an eerie silence settled over the English Channel. Across the south of England, in makeshift airfields and crowded harbours, tens of thousands of Allied soldiers prepared for the battle of their lives. The air was thick with anticipation and dread. For many, this was their first taste of combat. Young men, barely old enough to shave, wrote final letters home, their words a poignant blend of bravado and fear. The weight of history, the hopes of a world yearning for liberation, rested upon their young shoulders. The moon, a silent witness to the impending storm, cast long shadows over the embarkation points. Landing craft, laden with men and machines, prepared to set sail. The fate of the free world hung in the balance. This was the eve of D-Day. Section 5, storming the beaches, a baptism by fire. At dawn's first light, the Allied armada unleashed its fury upon the German defences. Naval guns thundered, shaking the very foundations of the Atlantic Wall. Overhead, Allied aircraft darkened the skies, raining down a symphony of destruction upon the enemy positions. The invasion had begun. The first wave of assault troops, the tip of the spear, stormed ashore amidst a maelstrom of gunfire and explosions. The beaches, now christened with the blood of heroes, became a chaotic tableau of courage and carnage. Each step forward came at a terrible price. On Omaha Beach, American forces faced the fiercest resistance. Pinned down by withering machine gun fire from fortified German positions, They fought with a tenacity born of desperation. Casualties mounted with horrifying speed. Yet despite the relentless onslaught, the Americans pressed forward, inch by bloody inch. Section 6. A glider in the night, the audacity of Operation Pegasus. As the main Allied force engaged the enemy on the beaches, a daring airborne assault unfolded under the cover of darkness. British paratroopers, tasked with securing key bridges and disrupting German reinforcements, descended upon Normandy in a daring glider operation. Operation Pegasus, a testament to Allied ingenuity and daring, aimed to seize the vital Pegasus Bridge, a crucial crossing over the Caen Canal. The gliders, fragile wooden contraptions, landed silently in the darkness, delivering their precious cargo of soldiers behind enemy lines. The success of Operation Pegasus proved instrumental in disrupting German defences and securing a vital route for the advancing Allied forces. It was a testament to the courage and skill of the airborne troops, who fought with valour and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. Section 7. Nuts! Holding the line at Bastogne. In the wake of the D-Day landings, the Allied advance into Nazi-occupied Europe faced fierce German resistance. The Battle of the Bulge, Hitler's desperate counter-offensive launched in the winter of 1944, tested the resolve of American forces to their very core. At Bastogne, Belgium, a small group of American soldiers, surrounded and outnumbered by the German onslaught, held the line with unwavering courage. When asked to surrender by the German commander, Brigadier General Anthony McAuliffe famously replied with a single word: nuts. The defiant stand at Bastogne, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the American soldier, became a symbol of Allied resilience. Despite facing overwhelming odds, enduring bitter cold and relentless enemy attacks, they held their ground, buying precious time for reinforcements to arrive and ultimately turning the tide of the battle. Section 8. A bridge too far, the gamble for Arnhem. As the Allied advance continued, a bold and ambitious plan was hatched to capture a series of bridges in the Netherlands, securing a swift route into Germany's industrial heartland. Operation Market Garden, the largest airborne operation in history, aimed to end the war swiftly. However, the operation, fraught with challenges and setbacks, faced fierce German resistance. At Arnhem, British paratroopers fought valiantly but were ultimately forced to withdraw after suffering heavy losses. The bridge, immortalized as a bridge too far, became a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of war. Despite the setbacks at Arnhem, Operation Market Garden demonstrated the audacity and determination of the Allied forces. While the swift victory they sought proved elusive, their sacrifices paved the way for the eventual liberation of the Netherlands and the final push into Germany. Section 9. Triumph and Tragedy, the heavy price of freedom. The liberation of Europe came at a staggering cost. The beaches of Normandy, the hedgerows of France, the forests of Belgium and Germany all bore witness to the terrible toll of war. Tens of thousands of Allied soldiers, along with countless civilians, made the ultimate sacrifice. The stories of their bravery and sacrifice are etched into the very fabric of history. From the medics who braved enemy fire to tend to their fallen comrades, to the chaplains who offered solace and comfort in the face of unimaginable suffering, each individual played a vital role in the fight for freedom. D-Day and the subsequent campaign in Europe serve as a stark reminder that freedom is not free. It is won through the blood, sweat and tears of those who are willing to fight for it, to sacrifice everything for a better tomorrow. Their legacy lives on, inspiring generations to come. Section 10. D-Day's legacy, a testament to courage and sacrifice. 79 years have passed since that fateful day in June 1944. The echoes of gunfire have long since faded, replaced by the solemn whispers of history. Yet the legacy of D-Day, of the courage and sacrifice displayed on those blood-soaked beaches, continues to resonate deeply. D-Day stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, to the triumph of hope over despair, of freedom over tyranny. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, the human spirit can prevail. The beaches of Normandy, once battlefields of unimaginable ferocity, now stand as hallowed ground. They are places of remembrance, where we honor the sacrifices of those who fought for our freedom. Their story is our story, a shared inheritance that binds us together across generations, lest we forget.